My name's Stuart Blyde, and I'm here to talk about how robots are going to save your relationships. Now, when I practiced this at the weekend with my boy, he's 6 years old, and I thought, I need to make sure that he can understand what we're going to talk about. So when we sat down, I said, son, I'm going to Modena, and I'm going to speak about robots to a city full of cars and innovation. He said, robots? Robots? Fantastic. Can I have a robot? I said, Sevi, that's the name of my boy. Sevi, why do you want a robot? Tell me why you want a robot. He says, I want a robot because all my Lego is all smashed up. And I need the robot to put the Lego back together. And so I said to him, son, you don't need a robot for that. I can do it. And he said, Daddy, you're too busy. You're on your laptop, you're on your mobile phone, you haven't got time. You need a robot. I need a robot to build the Lego. Now, you'll see why this is important in a moment, because I'm in digital, that's my work. But actually, I'm going to advocate a world of stopping the usage of the phone and embracing robots so we can get back to enjoying our relationships. Okay, what I'd like to do, I've shared a little bit of my story. I'd like to get you guys involved now. So if you could just get your mobile phone out and just hold it in your hand, I'm going to ask a question. And when I ask it, I want you to put your phone up if you think it's true. So the first question I have for you is one which is around second screening. Now, second screening, just for the definition, it's where you're using your mobile phone and you're watching television. So, good example, I'm at home, X Factor's on. Can't stand X Factor. I'm on the phone, okay, watching the American football. Now, I want to find out if you guys second screen. So if you second screen, put your hand up. I want to see roughly what the audience is here. So it looks like quite a large percentage, probably the majority second screen. Now, bearing in mind what my son told me about time, I think there's a bit of a challenge there on society. So my next question I'm going to follow up that I want you guys to also interact with is one which is around the top 5 people in your life. The 5 people that are the most important to your life. Not the friend that you went to school with 20 years ago that you get an update and like because they've got a new cat. The 5 people that really mean something to you. Now, do you think the mobile phone has improved your relationships with the top 5 people in your life? That's a tricky one, that. I want you to put your phone up if you think the mobile phone has improved. Now, there are a lot of people that is yes, because of connectivity. So I just want to have a quick look around. So let's have a look. Has the mobile phone improved your relationships? There's a few, but there's not many of you. And that's kind of the nub of the issue that I want to talk about. Now, I'm going to use another data point. So the next data point is there's a recent study that says that we spend 8 hours a day on our mobile phone. Now, that's more time than most people sleep. Yeah? Just think of that. 8 hours on your phones and your laptops, and that's more time than you sleep. Now, if you work that out in your life, this is where it gets really worrying. Let's just take an average life expectancy. Now, we're in Italy. You guys live a long time, more than the Brits who eat fish and chips. But if we just look at the... I'm British, so I can say that. If you actually look at an average life expectancy, simplify it, 80 years. First 10 years of your life, you're not on the phone. Now, I know that's not true because my daughter's always on Netflix. All right? The last 10 years of your life, you're not on your phone. Now, my dad, lovely man, 73, he's on his phone a lot. So I know that's not true as well. 60 years in between the two. A third of 60 years, because we know it's 8 hours a day, that's 20 years of your life on screens. Just have a think about that. I know I would prefer it spending time building my son's smashed up Lego, or going to the zoo, or going to the park and playing Frisbee. Now, when you look at that, that's a 20-year stretch of your life on screens. But there is hope coming around the corner in the form of a robot, okay? Now, I think we need this help because the screen abuse is everywhere. It's not just in our living rooms. You can't even go to a concert, can you? Go and watch Britney Spears or whoever it is. You've got an iPhone in your face. So it's everywhere. We've got to get rid of the mobile phone phenomenon. Now, the robotic help is around the corner. Now, I just want to do, this is nearly the end of the sampling. I just want to find out who in the audience has already got a robot at home. So if you've got a robot at home, I want you to put your hand in the air. Anyone got a robot? Can't see many people. Can't see hardly anyone with a robot. Now, you have got a robot. It's just how we define the word robot. Because actually, this is a robot. And when you look at Google, for example, it knows 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, every morning I go to London. 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, get on the train, come back, I'm going home. So it knows where I live, and it knows where I work, it knows what train I get, and it tells me information about eat your toast quickly, because the train in London's late again, you need to get going. So serving us information is a way of robotics. That's a really simple one. You guys all know that. Most of you do that already. Now, that's got to be a lot better to be consuming that type of information than to be in a world where it's tap, 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 inputting all this data over 20 years and getting how much return of investment on all that effort that we put into the screen. Now, if you look at the algorithms and the worlds that we're getting to, what you find is it's not just the kind of Google examples, but here we are in wonderful Modena, and actually the autonomous car, as we've talked about and we've heard from others, is another form of robotics that's going to solve this 20 years on screens. So currently today, if you take 15 minutes to get in your car and fill it up, and then you come back home, and then in the afternoon you go to the shops, and you spend 45 minutes going to get all your shopping. In the autonomous world, again, most people in this audience certainly know this, but the car can drive itself and pick up the energy that you need, and it can open the boot, and someone can put in the fresh food that you need. So when it turns up at 8 o'clock in the morning, you've got the smell of fresh bread that turns up with your car. Now, that's 1 hour of that 8 hours that we've got to eat into. We need to start making movements into allowing robots to start getting back to the fact that we can start living like a society and not second screening, because I think that's a better world that we can start to live in. Now, who are the types of companies that are going to be there? We already know that there are some now, but I think we're going to start to see this shift, and it's happening right now. We're starting to see this shift where you move out of a Stone Age and into the Bronze Age. So this is for us moving out of the screen and moving in to allowing the robot to start giving us the information. It's not going to be about apps anymore. It's not going to be who's got the best app. It's actually going to be who's actually serving you the right information that you need, that's contextual, that stops you spending 8 hours of your life tapping away, 8 hours of your day, sorry, tapping away, putting information in. We've got to get that 20 years back. I don't want anyone in this room to have to do a 20-year stretch. That's like a prison sentence. We've We've got to start embracing robots, because I think that robots, if we embrace them, then robots will embrace us. We'll be able to have robots in our life and with our families, and I think that's a better world to live in. And I think, for me, robots improving relationships, that is an idea worth spreading. Thank you very much.